Despite losing their head coach and arguably their best defender due to injury, the Boston Celtics look unstoppable through their first 15 games. They have the highest offensive rating in NBA history. Jayson Tatum is playing like the MVP of the league, and they're seeing notable contributions from everywhere on the roster. And most importantly, the youngest coach in the league in Joe Mazzulla is getting this team to peak like they did in the second half of last season. In this video, you'll learn how the Boston Celtics have been able to dominate the NBA through their first chunk of games in the season, and while they're going to be even scarier as this season progresses. But before we begin, be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and also be sure to sub to the channel for more content like this. Prior to this NBA season, both Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown mentioned how they were fueled by their NBA Finals loss last season, and how they aim to reach the mountaintop this year. And it's safe to say that they're backing up that talk with their play. Tatum and Brown are the highest scoring duo in the league this season, with a combined points per game of 56.2, and are a huge reason why the Celtics offense is so explosive. As for Tatum, he's averaging a career high 31 points a night, and a big reason for that is that he's getting to the line more than ever before and shooting a career high percentage from that area. Years prior, even in last year's finals, Tatum had a problem of diving into defense and flailing his arms in order to get calls, often driving with the sole purpose of trying to get calls rather than trying to finish strong in the first place. As a result, there were many wasted possessions, and he often created a break for the other team because he wouldn't get back on defense and complain to the refs. However, he's improved in his ability to draw contact both at the rim and at the perimeter this season. This season, he's shooting a staggering 72% at the rim and is more patient and decisive when it comes to driving and finishing. The Celtics are utilizing off-ball screens for Tatum to cut to the rim and finish, and what has also aided him this season is that he's more efficient as a transition scorer, being in the 90th percentile in that area this season, as compared to the 74th percentile last season. Pretty much the only thing not going well for Tatum offensively this season is the fact that he's shooting just 36% from 3 at around 10 attempts a game. But he's still shooting 42% on 5 catch and shoot threes a game, and is still an all defensive caliber player on and off the ball. Jayson Tatum, quite frankly, is playing like the MVP of the league this season, and is a huge reason why the Celtics are trampling the competition. But he's not doing it alone. Jaylen Brown's averaging a career high 25 points per game and is shooting a career best from the free throw line, and Marcus Smart is averaging a career best 7 assists a game with just 2 turnovers per game. Moreover, it's the support pieces that have been somewhat of a surprise boost for this Celtics team. What's not a surprise is that Malcolm Brogdon has been a great pickup for this team in his 6-man role and as a playmaker. He was one of the most efficient guards in the league when he was playing off of Giannis, Middleton, and others in Milwaukee, so it's not a surprise that he would thrive in Boston when playing next to Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum. He was among the league leaders in drives per game last season and is the leader in drives per game on this team, using those opportunities to either score efficiently or set up others for easy baskets. What does also make life easier for Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown is the fact that Grant Williams, Al Horford, and Derek White have been magnificent from 3 to start the year. Grant Williams is shooting 50% from 3 and 49% on catch and shoot 3 attempts. Horford is shooting 44% from 3 and 43% on catch and shoot 3-point attempts, and Derek White is shooting 41% from 3 and 39% on catch and shoot 3s. Not only that, Sam Hauser out of nowhere is lighting up the floor, shooting 49% from 3 on 5 attempts a night and constantly relocating across the floor for opportunities. When you're taking the second most amount of threes in the entire league as a team and shooting the 4th highest percentage, you're bound to have a great offense. An offense that's actually the greatest in league history. There are actually a multitude of reasons how the Celtics are scorching the league in this way, and one of them has to be their transition offense. The Celtics generate 22 points a night in transition and are 6th in points per game in transition opportunities. The Celtics are only just 18th in pace in the league and don't generate transition opportunities like OKC or the Toronto Raptors. However, it's hard for teams to outscore the Celtics in transition because they commit the 4th fewest turnovers in the league and consequently give up the 2nd fewest points off of turnovers. What has also helped the Celtics is their ball movement, as they're finally in the top 10 assists per game, which is a far cry from their 25th, 25th, and 14th ranks over the past 3 seasons. The Celtics have been so much fun to watch this season because their ball movement is creating easier opportunities and looks for everyone on the offense. The Celtics are tied with the Phoenix Suns for the best assist-to-turnover ratio in the entire league, and them playing an inside-out game with 5 floor spacers is a nightmare for the rest of the league. Even Al Horford, who's been known to have a few post touches here and there, is taking more than half of his shots from 3 this season and is making defenders pay for helping off. This gives Tatum, Brown, and even Marcus Smart ample room to operate and has aided Marcus Smart into being the playmaker that he's been this season. This is why aggressive drives from Tatum, Brown, Brogdon, etc. are bound to yield open 3-point opportunities for a plethora of guys that can definitely hit them. All of these are reasons why the Boston Celtics also have the best half-court offense in the entire league by far, and why Joe Mazzulla deserves so much credit. Many people felt the Celtics would fall off a cliff without Ime Udoka due to the second half surge they had with him and the eventual finals run. But it's safe to say that Joe Mazzulla is making a great impression for this Celtics team. The only flaw that you can really point out with this Celtics team is the fact that their defense is around middle of the pack when it was literally the league's best last season. But that's the thing. We're only 15 games into the season, and Robert Williams III, arguably their best defender, is still making progress and is set to join the team in the next few months. Meaning, the 12-3 team with the league's best offense is going to be even better or even borderline elite on the defensive end of the floor. And if that happens, then the Celtics will be raising banner 18 in June. With that being said, please let me know how you feel about the Boston Celtics in the comments section down below. Did you expect the Celtics to be this great with Joe Mazzulla at the helm? And also, what are your expectations for the Boston Celtics for the rest of the season? Will they raise banner 18 in June? Let me know in the comments section down below. Be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and also be sure to sub to the channel for more content like this. Hope to see you all in the next one, and stay tuned.